Hello there everybody, thank you for joining me once again. I'm Kim Gow from Colour Passion. Apologies for missing a week or two. I've been down with COVID and yep, COVID. You forget how nasty that virus is until you get it again. It really knocked me out, but however, I'm back on deck now, so we're back to work. And today's tutorial, I thought that we would create kind of like a marble effect that would be suitable for a countertop. It is an area I want to explore, so I wanted to have a go and share it with you all. I'm going to use Gold Passion. I'm going to use the old gold powder, the metallic powder, and I think I'm going to mix a little bit of alcohol, isopropyl alcohol with that to make it liquid and then put that on because it does float, and I thought that would be maybe quite effective. Haven't tried it on top of resin like that before. I've done it with geodes and it's been fabulous, but we'll see what happens. We'll learn together. We're going to use the pearl shimmer, which has got, it's a bit of warmth to it, but it's a beautiful shimmer, pearl shimmer. It's just lovely. I'm thinking that's perfect for this. We're going to use the base white, and the base white we're going to make up a couple of versions. We're going to make up like an opaque version of it, and we're going to make up like a, if you can think of whole milk and then a skim milk, so like a more translucent one, so we can get our depths better. And we're going to use, just maybe for a bit of sparkle, we'll use the kaleidoscope sparkle interference. So that's my plan of what we're going to use, and on top of that I'm going to spray a slightly darker colour just here and there on the base before we put any resin. And again, having the different depths of transparency, that's going to give it depth. So let's go and see what we can do. I have no idea how this is going to turn out because I haven't done it before, but I think it's going to be really pretty. So let's go and have some fun and see what we can create. Okay everybody, here we are. We've got our board all set up here, ready to go. What I'm going to do is, I did have a drip there of resin, but I've just sort of lightly ran the sander over that. I don't know where that happened. I'm going to use this here, and it's matte, but it's just, it's not black, but it's a darker colour, because what I want to do is add depth to the piece. So I'm just going to put, you know, just a couple of little bits here and there, so that when we put the colours over, some of this hopefully will show through. See what happens. Okay, not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so there we go. That's done that. Just going to let that dry. And I'm going to mix up the resin and then we'll come back. Okay, here we are. We're back again. I have just mixed up my resin. We're going to use the Ultimate today because I want a little bit longer working time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use 2 whites. So I'm going to have, there's a bit of a blob there. I'll just have to get that out in a tick. Where'd it go? Somewhere. So we're going to use, two whites. So I'll mix it up, and basically it will be, if you can imagine, like a whole milk and a skim milk. If that's probably the best way. So one's going to be sort of quite translucent and the other one's going to be opaque. And what this will do is it will add to the depth. Okay, I'll just leave that for now. Let's see how we go. I've got a little bit more there. I do want to find whatever it was that, sorry, there's a bit in here somewhere. There we go, that's it. It was a bit that was obviously on the side of the bottle and it was a clump. So, all right, so here we go. I'm going to use the base white today, the base cell white. So what I'm going to do, always give it a stir. So I'm going to put, I'll do the first one. The first one I'll make as opaque. And the second one, so what I'll do, yeah, I'm just going to put just a bit in. And we'll see how that goes. Right. So this one is quite opaque. You can't see through that. Then this one is going to be hopefully quite sheer. Could be a bit more sheer, so what I'm going to do, you only need a bit. I'm just going to add some more of that the clear that I had, and stir it in, just to add to that. And it's a bit thinner now, so let's hope that that's going to be enough. It is always hard to try and work it out, to be honest. I'm just going to maybe even a bit more. See how we go. Right, then Pearl Shimmer is our next one. It's a lovely, lovely colour, this one. Only a little bit left in it, so I'm going to have to give it a bit of a stir. Yeah, it is pretty, this one. And this really will be quite sheer as well, but it's going to have that shimmer. Excuse me. Alrighty. That gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer. And that's quite translucent, so that's perfect for what we want. And then we're going to add the kaleidoscope. Now, the kaleidoscope sparkle interference is amazing. It has all 4 colours of the sparkle interference, excuse me. It has the red, the violet, the blue and the green. There's also 2 other sparkles added into it. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And when the light hits this, it will be stunning. So I'm going to add a reasonable amount of this. So I do want it to show up. So I'm just putting probably about 3 scoops. We'll see how that goes. Just lightly stirring it. Looks a bit dark because the part B of this had some additive added to it, and I just wanted to use it up so it might appear a little bit more bluier than what you'd expect. I'm talking about the resin. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, one moment. Okay, so what we'll do here, we'll add some gold passion into one of these. Give it a stir. All right. We'll add that in a while. I have got some old gold as well, so it's a different sort of colour gold. I thought I might put that in as well, but I'll just hold off for now because I want it sort of so that it floats. So I'm thinking I may even just add alcohol to the powder and apply it that way. I'm not sure yet, but we'll give it a go. All right, so here we are. All right, it doesn't matter that I've got bits on here because it's all going to be covered up shortly anyway. Just smearing that over. All right, so we'll start with this one. I think from memory, this is the opaque white. Then we've got the one which is more milky, but actually before that I think we're going to add the others. So we've got the pearl, so we're going to add that on now. I'm going to smear this all over shortly, so it'll all be kind of mixed, so it doesn't really matter so long as it's out on the board to cover the board. Then we've got this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sparkle, which is our kaleidoscope sparkle interference, which should be really, really pretty. Just putting it around. Just basically emptying everything out. And this is all about depth, adding depth to a piece. And I'm hoping it's going to turn out really, really pretty. Okay, there we are. Right, so now we're going to have the skim milk version of the white. It's going to be more translucent. So there we are on that one. Okay. So what I might do, I think, now is I might just run my fingers over just to sort of get this all over. And, you know, you're going to see different depths to it, which is fine. It's what we want. I mean, it will look like it's different. What I'm trying to create here is sort of a bit more like maybe a bit of a marble look, but a bit of sparkling through as well. Once it cures and we've finished doing it, I'm hoping it's going to be really pretty. So we've got a bit of warmth here, but you can see with having that spray that I put on it, and it was a darker spray possibly than what I needed to, probably a softer one would have been fine. I'm just running around the edge here, because we know that resin is self-leveling. I didn't worry about putting tape around because I didn't think that I needed to. But right, that's all covered, and you can see already even just little cells popping up, which is lovely. I don't want to overrun because that's not what, you know, I wanted to create with this. Excuse me, I'm just going to wipe my hands to not contaminate things. And I always love, if you've watched before, you'll know, I love my Sally's sugar soap wipes. They are fantastic and amazing. So, just going to wipe my hands. It's amazing how those little cells popped up. We didn't do anything. We haven't put any heat on or anything, and they've just popped up. And that's with the ultimate. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to put some gold on. This is the gold passion. Okay. Back again, right off that end there. And then we're going to come this way. Back again. Just as you would like to see in perhaps, you know, a piece of marble. Just little bits here, little bits there. Without overdoing it too much. Now, what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to just heat it gently, and then I'm going to tilt it. And I'm hoping that it's going to play nice. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to put a bit of clear on it as well. And that may also add a bit of interest. I'll just see. You know my motto, if we don't give it a go, we're never going to know. So we'll just give it a go and see what happens. Worst that we can do is we have to pour a little bit more over it. Okay, let me see. I've got my heat gun here. I'm just going to heat it gently. So far I am liking it. The gold is quite bold, but I think it's going to be okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to tilt it like so it runs down. and it kind of gives like a shadowy effect where it's running. Oops, it stuck to the bottom, didn't it? So we can do that, and then we can also tilt it the other way, just to give it that natural look. Already you can see that that really does look like a bit of marble. Okay, just running it around there because it did run off a bit. Okay, just going to pour a little bit of the lighter that I've got left here. Excuse me, still suffering with this COVID. Okie dokes, just going to put it along here just to make sure that it's stuck. Alright, there, right, wiping my hands again. Right, so just this little bit there, I'm just going to tap that so that it's all matching up. Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to try and add that old gold into it. As I said, I don't quite know how we're going to go with it. I will just try putting a bit of alcohol with the old gold powder into a little cup, and we'll see what happens. Because there are different things that you can add and do, but I'm just going to put that in there, then put some of this gold in. And it's a floating gold, so this is what I'm really trying to get this to do. I may have too much alcohol in that actually, but anyway. I'll just add a little bit more powder. Whoop, I should have enough now. Because this really does go, when you add it to your resin, it kind of goes like a lava. So I'm thinking this might be, you know, really quite, yes, this is pretty. Woohoo, yep, this is what I wanted. So that it's just got that beautiful little bit of gold that will float to the surface. And then it also kind of takes away, you know, that really bright gold as well. It's possibly turned out, it's floated a bit too much, hasn't it? So it's all right, we'll just play a little bit more. Let's have a little look. Maybe if we come just over the top with it. Might kind of just rescue it a bit because it is a bit, it's spread, and I didn't think it would spread that much. I mean, I've done the gold with the isopropyl alcohol before in my geodes, that's what I'm trying to say, with my geodes, but I haven't done it like this before, so it's really, you know, spread quite a lot. But I think, you know, got that. We might need to add perhaps just maybe I'll add a little bit more white. I'll just put a little bit into another little cup so that it's transparent. Okay. Just so this is the transparent one, really. So that might just sort of break that down a little, I'm hoping. I'm thinking maybe if I just hit it with a heat gun and tilt it again, you know, it might just hopefully make it run down. We'll give it a go, hey? But I did want, excuse me, I did want the gold, you know, quite prominent, but not this prominent. So we'll just keep going, seeing what we can do. Gee, they really are powerful, these pigments. You forget how powerful they are until you come and, you know, try something like this, and then you just realise it's, yeah, quite powerful. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to hit it with a heat gun. I'm just going to try and push this gold a bit off if I can. Problem is it starts to set up with the heat, so we'll have to see how we go. All right, so we've broken that down a bit, which I think does improve it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tilt it on its side here. Oop, I can see it straight away. That was because it's quite warm. It's going to really run off quite a bit. So just want to grab it the other way now and see how we go. It's interesting because one side went really easy and the other's not. Anyway, okay, here we go. There we are. So going to grab that little bit there. Now that is looking like a piece of marble, isn't it? Yay. I'm liking the look of this. I really am. That's great. Beautiful, she says with messy hands. All right, I'm actually quite happy with this because it was kind of what I wanted it to look like. Maybe with a little less colour, I must confess, but it's not too bad considering. Just putting a little bit on here, bits that it came off. Okay, so what I might do, just touching up the side bits there where I can see where it has repelled a little. Always want those sides to look great. Just running around with my fingers to make sure that it's all covered. Hey, that's cool. I am happy with this. I just hope that the sparkles are going to show out in the sunlight. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Okay, everybody. Well, I'm just going to, I think I'll let this sit. I'm just wondering whether I should dabble a little bit. Not always a good thing to do. But we can just give it sort of a little bit of a try. So it sort of looks like it's kind of veins coming off. Let me know what you think, if there's anything you think that I should do a bit different with it, if you've had experience with this before. But yeah, it is different, and but I like it. I do really like it. Yeah, I do. So we'll just let it sit, I think, now. We'll let it cure, and then we'll have a look and we'll do a review and see what it looks like. Okay, everybody, we'll be back in what will seem like milliseconds to you, but overnight for me. Just one little extra thing I thought I might add, and that is what we call the Italian drip, and that is just putting a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, just flicking it on, just a little bit, not a lot, just to see if it gives us anything different. Might open up, you know, little cells or something. We'll see. Okay, that'll do. Okay, well, we'll see what it turned out like tomorrow morning. Hello everybody, here we are. We're doing the reveal after our pour yesterday afternoon. It is beautiful. Look at how that floating gold is catching in the sunlight. We've got all full sun today. Bit of wind around, but we've got the full sun. Isn't that just gorgeous? And the colour passion, yes, of course it's colour passion, but it's the gold passion underneath. And that is just beautiful. It's just, look at it here. I mean, it's shimmering and it's saying enough, but it's not saying too much. It's not shouting out at you. So I'm really delighted. This would be a lovely countertop, which is sort of what I want to experiment with, to do different ones. Next time I would probably put a little less gold on, but I'm still really happy at how this turned out. And see how we've got depth now, because we've got, remember I sprayed underneath just a little bit here and there, and I think that's worked wonders. Really, really happy with it. So we've got the gold passion. I actually used the soft gold, and I used the pearl shimmer. I used the kaleidoscope interference sparkle, which is just lovely. You see little bits sneaking through here and there. And with the white, we made up, remember, like a full cream white, and then a skim milk one. So delighted with the way it's turned out. I really am. So there we go. That's another idea for you. If you're thinking, you know, that you wanted to maybe make up something for a countertop, then this would be perfect. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in this week. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It means the world to us and it helps us build our channel. Hit that notifications bell so you don't miss anything. And also the thumbs up and any comments, because obviously the comments are like down below. And I'll always respond to you, and I enjoy hearing from you, your ideas, how I can improve it, or what else you'd like to see. All right then, guys, if you don't give it a go, you'll never know. So please give it a go. All right, have a great week ahead, and we'll catch you next time on the channel. Bye for now.